high levels of smog, but the emissions we create are the main ingredient of this type of air pollution. What you do on a daily basis does make a difference, so help us reduce harmful emissions by living a healthy air life and thinking about where you can reduce your pollution-producing activities. We must leave no stone unturned when searching for ways to clean our valley's air and protect public health. For a list of ideas on how you can help, visit healthyairliving.com. That's healthyairliving.com. This has been your Healthy Air Living Report from the Valley Air District. Did you know one gas lawnmower emits about the equivalent of 40 late model cars? From the Valley Air District, this is your Healthy Air Living Report. Electric mowers are easier to use, lighter, and quieter than gas mowers, with no spills and no emissions. And they work just as well on an average size lawn. Now it's easier than ever to replace your old gas mower with an electric model and get as much as $250 off with Clean Green Yard Machines, the lawnmower trade-in program from the Valley Air District. Just visit the grants section of valleyair.org for program details, an application, and a list of all the participating scrap metal dealers in the San Joaquin Valley where you can turn in your old polluting gas mower. Once you've purchased one of the many eligible electric mowers, send in your receipt, application, and verification that you retired your old gas burner, sit back, and wait for your money. That's valleyair.org. Clean Green Yard Machines. This has been your Healthy Air Living Report from the Valley Air District.
KXVS on 92.1 coming soon. KXVS.
Hello! I'm a hippo granny who could hip-hop, bebop, dance till you drop, and yo-yo make a wicked cup of cool.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Mr. Selden, if you wanted some cheese, why don't you just say so? I should never buy Gribinus from a moil. It's so chewy.
Nancy and I are still looking for the other half of my head.
The whole time you were... The whole time!
This is your host, OJ, and most of you guys know me as Orlando Jose.
That's me!
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton. And welcome back to the entertainment hour with OJ's Juice Bar. And here is today's juice, ladies and gentlemen. And let everybody know who we got in the room over here. So introduce yourself, let everybody know you ain't no stranger. Or who are you today?
The ghost of Ponyboy, Curtis. Hey, what's up?
So let everybody know what's going on with you.
Alright, so I'm a rock and roller. My name is Eddie Angel. Very pleased to be back here again, Orlando. And so what's new on the agenda is a new single, some more music, working with a different producer this time. Going to be working with Lucky Lou from Modesto, and so that's going to be really cool because he's like a genius, a musical phenomenon, and a great producer, and just kind of lucky, basically. Is cool. So work with Granddaddy and stuff like that. So we're trying to do that too.
All right. So how did you end up running to Lucky? Here's some of your spots. You played it, word of mouth.
The thing with Lucky is a friend of mine, Adam Worski, that I met years ago down in Anaheim, told me about this guy, and he was he was born, I guess, in Ceres, so he knows Lucky and knows like his background there in the city, Modesto, Ceres area, Turlock. And he introduced me to him when I moved up here, so started hanging out with the guy and saw his studio, works out of his house, and started listening to more Granddaddy albums just because it's like, oh, might as well listen to that and just, see what he does. And he's just really a musical nerd. So that being said, myself, I'm definitely a musical nerd, and we're just gonna geek out together.
So a musical nerd, well, you know, just enlighten me what that's all about. Like, is it like fooling sounds? Is it making music from scratch? Is it trying to make sure your voice or performances work left and right ear to people to hear you, or how's that go?
Come again, one more time on that one.
So I just want to know, like, you know, musical nerds, like you said, is it like you guys are making music sound effects, or is it just trying to make sure your vocals sound crisp clear, like left and right ear?
Yeah, it's actually the whole thing. I think it's being around that kind of atmosphere with those kind of people that are really just really like take this as an art and a craft, and it's like you're not really recording, I guess, what you're doing. You're being yourself. You're being who you are. Everyone is being who they are. Like, okay. It should be a fun time, and that's what I expect to get out of it. But that nerdiness just is like, you know, geeking out on other bands and other albums and what they did and what you could do similar, and how, you know, just all the information that you know about music. So it all comes up, and it's like, wow, these people are nerdy. Like, they know everything about
in their comfort zone,
everything. Yeah, they know everything. It's crazy.
All right. So, like anybody, you like to like thank and like some tags where they can find more of your stuff? There's like a channel.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I want to thank. Thanks for the opportunity to do this. Number one is my girl and my baby right away, and then my friends, my family, and I don't know, just mostly the new friends I've made recently. Just want to thank them and supporting me and you know, just letting me be me. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked right now on a lot of stuff. So much weird stuff going on in the world. I'm just trying to stay in the cut, you know, not lose myself. So yeah, but there's also people in other states. You know, my friend Christian Garduno lives in I believe it's San Antonio, but he's been really cool with just helping me do flyers and just geeking out on art. And for the next EP, the cover, we're going to start working together on that. And so I'd like to thank him for sure. My boy Phil Nunez, the drummer, super big, helpful friend of mine. I don't know, he's just I share so much with him right now that it's like kind of a dream come true. So I want to thank him too, and Ryan, our bassist, and my family down in LA for coming up here for my baby's baby shower. Or sorry, they didn't really come for the baby shower, but they came for his 1-year-old birthday party. So Ashley and Jasmine, thank you for coming up. But yeah, pretty much that would be it, man.
I'm just like, I hope you guys don't know, I mean, this guy right here adapted to like more and more things as I seen him perform, and then trying to get in there, and then moving graspfully on that ladder. I don't think I see you stop. You keep going.
No, it's funny, man, because I kind of want to stop sometimes. I want to just chill out, but when you get to those, they're not like, you know, where you have what writer's block. It's not a writer's block thing, but it's just like you get exhausted, and the time it takes, and meeting up, and the stresses, you know, against one in the world to even come together for art is ridiculously hard now, it seems like. But yeah, man, I just keep doing it. I've got some new songs right now that we're not going to record yet, but we have new songs for the EP, and then we have new songs, and I'm like, fuck. I mean, sorry, but I can't stop, and so I gotta keep doing it, and it gets better and funner, if I could say that, every time, and it's always interesting. I wonder why people do music nowadays, because it's so hard, and at the same time, music comes and goes, and there's so many trends, and it's almost like pointless, but I mean, you almost have to if you love music and you love art. You want to survive in today's world. You gotta keep it going, man. Keep writing the raps. Keep writing.
Hustle going.
Yeah, coming up with the beats and the grooves.
Yeah, so I always say like it's always something different or new, because sometimes, like you said, you'll have a few band members, or sometimes it's just you. So like, remind people, you know, like some of the vendors, like some of the places have you played before?
Okay. Well, I want to actually talk about the ones that I want to play.
That's
yeah. So there's, you know, we're not doing a tour right now, but I mean, there's venues that I want to hit that are like in Reno and Vegas and Phoenix and Tempe. So I'm trying to make some friends out there right now to get hosted and come out to those cities. I guess I could plug in the show coming up November 4th. Where's this at? Republic Bar in Fullerton. Playing with some fun bands. Kill Cafe, those guys are my homies down in Downey, California. And also Swayze, those guys are from LA and Whittier, and those guys are stoner rockers, and they kick butt. They're instrumental, and they've got fun pedals, and like just they rock out big time. So that's going to be November 4th, Fullerton, and that's at Republic Bar. So that's a new place. We've never played there. I'm pretty excited just for the fact that the other bands are cool. Oh, and there's another one called Burning Lotus. So those guys are also on the bill too. 4 bands. Starts at 9 o'clock. It's a free show, 21 and over. And that's probably our last show in SoCal before the year is over. That's that last show, yeah.
Okay, talk about that. I like some of the Burn Lotus. That sounds like a cool name.
It's a cool name, yeah. It really is. Burning Lotus. So I just friended them real recent. So, you know, you got to network, and I just love supporting new groups, new unheard people. You know, you never know how long a band's going to stay together, so it's like, congratulations while you have it together. So I'm supporting always these kind of artists. You know, I don't get to get out much anymore, but I, you know, support them on YouTube or Facebook, or just check out their, you know, Pure Volume or their band camps or whatnot.
All right, cool. When I was just when he walked in, I was just I checked it. I said, I know this guy. I said, tell me the story about your hair. What was the story about your hair?
All right, so it was real simple. I've just been wanting to dye it for so long. That's it. I waited too long, and I was like, gotta do it soon, because it's just an itch now, and now I'm trying to play Ponyboy Curtis. See?
There you go. Let everybody know who you.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I just, you know, a girl approved it and told me where to go, her hairstylist, and so that's her good friend, and got the hookup on it, and just wanted to try something different, you know, just incognito, no record, no luck,
right?
No songs. For me, since I just turned 40 the other day, it's a new me, so it's a new year for me. I kind of count as a New Year's party, although it's not till like the 29th or the 31st, but for me, this is my new year, so
okay.
New me, new luck, new songs, new shows, everything.
Can't complain about that. It's always good to treat yourself and do something a little different and see what goes.
For sure, yeah. You gotta, I guess, reinvent yourself, since you can't maybe reinvent the wheel. Just right. Reinvent yourself, and
I don't have a wheel, but
you know. But yeah, you know, just I don't know. I'm gonna probably grow my hair out and go it long just to try something new.
So yeah, so I was just talking about, like you said, the 31st on like Halloween. So what's your take on Halloween this year?
This year I love Halloween, just like I did last year. It's the funnest time of the year for me, as a, you know, yeah, my birthday is in October, but it's just fun to not be yourself. I guess that's the trick, you know, that's the gimmick that everyone loves, is not to be yourself. So if you can escape, I mean, by all means, do it on a day that everyone else is having fun, and you get to be a kid again. You know, that's like, I don't know, that's my priority, is to be childlike in my mind all the time. I don't want to grow up, regardless of the, you know, the situation out here in society. Like, I just don't want to grow up. I want to play music, and, you know, I was telling someone the other day, I was like, I just keep playing music, and I like thinking that it's just playing, like a kid plays, you know, make believe in their mind or in the playground. Like, that's me. You know, I'm just gonna keep playing forever.
Playground
you know,
mode.
fake it till I make it.
In the sandbox, keep playing. Right.
Well,
Yeah, like I always see like I see a lot of people either dress up, parties, passing out candies, and seeing everybody's creatives costumes, and that just wows me. Whoever they're gonna be in this year, and then find out who that person is later on. Oh, I didn't know that was you. I just ran into like 3 of you guys, and then
yeah, it's become like masquerade. Like anywhere you go in October, you don't know if that's a real cop or if it's a real, I don't know, but it's
EMT
cool.
or ambulance, but yeah.
Yeah, or a real mariachi, or like the real Tabasco or the Tapatio guy or whatever. But no, that's fun, man. Halloween it's always fun, no matter what you believe in. It's like, everyone loves it. Kids love it. Parents like the vibe. And
I always like seeing the parents take out the children, and then you see what their costumes are.
Mm-hmm.
They're always either a princess, a Wonder Woman, or somebody.
Yeah, just like it's their favorite like cartoon most of the time. Their favorite hero right at that moment. Like they would be, I guess, what's his name? That train guy, the little train character. He's really popular. I don't know.
Thomas the Train.
There you go. I was like, how? Okay. Yeah, like if they could be that train, they probably would, But they just have to put on like a blanket that looks like a train, I guess. So yeah, some of these difficult costumes, I tell you.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm at my family's house watching people pass out candies, and then my dad goes, "All right, what you guys say? Trick or treat." And then he sees this one kid dressed up with a hat, a white tee, some pants, and a backpack. He goes, "Wait a minute, hold up. What you supposed to be? A rapper?" He goes, "Yeah, because he looked like a normal person with a backpack." And he goes, "Bust a flow for me then." He goes, "Never mind. Here's your candy."
Yeah, they buckle at the knees when they get put on.
But yeah, like sometimes you'll see like, okay, what's that? And like, oh, okay, like I was in like Loda, and I saw the little zombie walk out there, and
yeah, how's that?
It was pretty wild. It's pretty live.
I missed it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of creative costumes, and never think that I would. Yeah, they beat me over there.
Cool. Yeah, my girl did. She was a zombie yesterday for her job, so she looked cool. We ripped up like an old flannel that her grandfather gave to her, which was weird because she said she wanted to take care of it. So she wrapped it up and had me cut it up too. So I don't know, but the zombie look was good. It was good. She did a great job on her makeup. I was like, wow, that was.
Some of these people I ask when they do their makeup or their outfits, like, how do you make that stain? Or he goes, use peanut butter or some oatmeal and then throw it on there, or mix it up and make it in mush and just throw it all over your shirt like you're dead or something.
Yeah.
Or toilet paper or something. I was like, I said I wouldn't know anything about it, but okay.
Yeah. It's that whole craft, those type of people that they just, you're crying like you don't have a costume, but you really do. Right there at your house, like in your closet.
Yeah.
Like right now, I was supposed to be Ponyboy Curtis. I don't know, is it working? I probably need more grease. I don't know, probably just a little bit more grease. But yeah, so and tomorrow I think I'm gonna try to. Maybe I'll be like I don't know. We'll see. I haven't even figured out what I want to do yet. It costs too much to be like a really cool character. Sometimes.
Yeah, like I always said. I always like dressing up, but then like in the costume, and then mask could get a little difficult. You can hardly breathe or see.
If you're too drunk and you're sweating, you don't even know you forgot you had it on, and you go to sleep.
Right.
It's
I like how the eye hole is like way up here, and it's the other one's way over here. Like, oh, let me. Yeah. Manufactured, man. Like, okay.
Yeah. So this sounds weird, but we already ordered our son's costume, and he's gonna be Michael Myers. I don't know if everyone's cool with that, but
I saw some.
I just thought it was the cutest thing because his hair's already up, kind of weird and high, and so I thought just getting that little mechanic outfit, which we found right away online, and was like, okay, that's what he's gonna be. Throw some white stuff on him, and we bought him a knife. I don't know, we're having fun with it.
Yeah, put him to work, and then just show him the clips. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's already seen it. I've unfortunately watched it too many times lately, and I don't know. I'm a pretty big fan of like Michael Myers and even Freddy Krueger and stuff. I was gonna be him, but I don't wear that makeup job. I don't want to wear a mask. You see, that's the thing. I don't want to be in that hot mask being Freddy Krueger. So I thought about the makeup, and then I was like, oh, that could take like 2 hours. I'll bet for that look.
I know what you're talking about. I seen some of them people have it. I don't know if it was actually a mask or they just put some gunk and then some scrapes on their face and blood. I was like, some of them were pretty good, and I was like,
yeah, I'd be down to do that, man. I just, it's a little bit for that latex. But, I don't know. You got to get creative and you got to plan ahead of time.
I saw this lady pushing a car with the demon baby, and it popped out and started moving around.
Oh, that's bad ass. That's cool. I wish I would have saw that. Just, yeah.
Oh, my God. I said, oh, my God.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff. I mean, I went to the costume store, and right when I walked in, they had like 3 or 4 things going off, like off by sensors and stuff, and my kid was excited about it, and I was just, I don't know, I like being scared. I don't mind being scared.
Some people, like around here, some people go all out, and you can see their front yard all decked out. So scary, I don't even want to go up.
See, I love it. If it looks that badass, I want to walk at the front door and start talking about it. Like, hey, this is awesome. That head just hanging in your window. It's awesome. Yeah.
I like the crazy like statues, and then you're like, and that's broken, and then you see all this. You just see the whole aura, like, okay. And then there's somebody moving in and out, because the lights throw you off, because it's either green, purple, or red, or whatever they got flashing that throws me off.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cool. I mean, it's like, you can, it's trippy sometimes, without doing, any hallucinogens. You can really get tripped out at a haunted house, I'm sure. I saw some people posting haunted houses just having a ball laughing and stuff. I was like, wow, I wish I was there.
And then the children get scared, and then they find out, they're just here to pass you candy, and then on your way.
Yeah. How funny.
Yeah. So let everybody know, what you guys gonna come up, and then remind people where they can find you.
Okay, so there's a Bandcamp account I started this time. So from the last time there wasn't, this time there is. There's also my YouTube channel, Eddie Angel Music. I don't have as much videos as I'd like up there, but they're about to all come out. I'm saving a lot of them because I haven't recorded, put out the music yet, so I don't want to give it away early. So there's a bunch of cool stuff that we're about to post on the YouTube channel that I have, Eddie Angel Music, and the same for SoundCloud, Eddie Angel Music at SoundCloud as well. And like I said, Bandcamp. And what's going to be happening though in the very near future is 7-inch. We're going to release 2 singles. I've got the names of the songs right now. One of them's called Do It You Fail. The other song is called Spaceship. And the band and myself, we picked those thinking that they were just, legit for vinyl press. And then we're going to release our EP on tape. So I'm excited, man, that these things are finally happening, and I'm not recording it alone this time like I did the last EP. So I'm working with really talented people that love music, and like I said, Lucky Lou is, as far as I'm concerned, he's like, up to par with where I'm at and he's at, and he really likes the songs too. We already started the recording, and he's like, hey, these songs are really cool, and he even picked up the bass and started playing as we were tracking, and the guy is, I don't know, he's really good, dude, seriously. So I don't know, you guys stay tuned. Most likely it'll be a new year release, January. We haven't really talked about the date at all, but we are going to be playing some shows in Sacramento, and also, where's this other place I talked to today? What was it? Yeah, it'll come back to me, dude. I think I'm thinking names of the venues, but yeah, we're definitely going to be doing more shows, man. More shows for sure. Yes. Oh, and radio too. More stuff like this. all the college radio stations, we're gonna hit them up big time.
All right, so yeah, any message you like to get out to Stockton when we end the show?
No, not really. Just that we have a show with Oposha, and did see them recently at the Whiskey Barrel, and that was my first time being there. I love that place. I don't know, but I talked to Chris from the band, and we pretty much have something going for like February or something like that, playing at the Whiskey Barrel. So I'm going to leave that up to him, but we're really excited to play. So we won't be playing here until we have something for sale, and it'll most likely be at the Whiskey Barrel. And then we're going to bring it here officially. I know I've been lagging here, but just hold tight, because I got to make sure, everything is right. So
oh yeah, you got
be patient, guys.
Perfectionist.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Just make sure it's worth it.
All right. This is OJ's Juice Bar with the Entertainment Hour, and we're signing out with today's
Signing
juice.
off, guys. Peace.
Well, I'm Uncle Wart. Just old Buck Wart Russell. That's what they call me. I'm Buddha, the clown. Put it there, will ya? Get in your mouse and get out of here.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
I don't get it.
You know on her face in public like that again and you'll be one.
Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face. Good day to you, madam.
This is your host, OJ, and most of you guys know me as Orlando Jose.
That's me!
You're listening to KXVS, the